Deidre Teagarden.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rafi. You know, it is truly an honor to be here this morning on behalf of the governor, who is only sorry he could not be here in person, but said the next time he comes on island, he will certainly make an effort. He will come here to see the canoes. He's a big supporter of all of this. He did want me to share this message with all of you this morning. So this is presented to the Live, Love, Aloha Canoe Launch Celebration. Aloha to everyone attending the Live, Life, Aloha Canoe Launch Celebration. I congratulate the University of Hawaii Maui College and the Maui Canoe Club for the award of $75,000, a grant from the Center for Disease Control for this amazing project. Inspired by the First Lady Michelle Obama's Ending Obesity campaign, the 3 canoes being dedicated today are specifically designed to accommodate individuals of all sizes so that all may enjoy this health-promoting activity. A healthy population is a key ingredient in ensuring a healthy community and economy. By taking time to exercise, we can not only realize a healthy physique, but also a stress-free mind, allowing us to live longer, more productive lives. Mahalo to all of those who have made the Live, Love, Aloha Canoe Launch Celebration a success. Best wishes to all. With warmest regards, Neil Abercrombie, Governor, State of Hawaii. Thank you very much and congratulations.
Thank you very much for that fine message from Governor Abercrombie. And next, I would like to recognize one of the members of the University of Hawaii Board of Regents. I'd like to invite Saedene, who's whose presence here is really an honor for us. Please.
Aloha, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Regents of the University of Hawaii system, I'd like to congratulate Dr. Rafi, as well as the Maui Canoe Club for this beautiful, beautiful partnership. We're just incredibly impressed. I'm going to share this with the board. I've taken some pictures as well too, because it's good for the main island, Oahu, to see what's going on in the outer islands. And this is a proud moment for Maui. It is, in a true sense, though we've evolved our name to University of Hawaii Maui College, it is still a college of the community. So congratulations.
Okay. We have with us also the Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs at the University of Hawaii Maui College, and I welcome Dr. John McKee.
Always have to do that. Aloha. On behalf of the University of Hawaii Maui College, it's my privilege to be here representing the Chancellor and the faculty and staff at our school, and congratulate Dr. Boritzer and the many volunteers that made this day possible. And I'd like to also thank Dr. Pang, with the Center for Disease Control, who pony up the money to make this possible. Without that support, this wouldn't be happening. I'm going to be brief, and I'm going to share a story about myself. I began my higher education career more years ago than I care to remember. But one of my first classes one of my first positions was as a lecturer or adjunct instructor teaching physical education courses, and I taught running and weightlifting. And I remember I would start my classes by telling my students that if you want to enjoy a healthy life, find something active to do that you truly love doing. And if you truly love doing it, I hope you find meaning from it. Because if you can accomplish those two things, you'll have a healthy life. And I would sincerely wish those who are going to be taking advantage of this wonderful opportunity will find something they love and find meaning. Because if they do those two things, many, many people will have a much more healthy and productive life. Thank you.
Next, and certainly not least, is Dr. Lorrin Pang, who is the head of the State Health Department right here on Maui, and I welcome Dr. Pang. He's the initiator of this project on Maui.
Let me just give you a little history about this. Maui, we won a grant, $1.7 million to be spent over 2 years. Kauai won the same grant, $1.7 million. And we were supposed to address obesity. So we went back to Washington and they said we should have people eat more sensibly, fruit and vegetables. And we said, can we please have high fiber carbohydrates, kalo and sweet potato? And they said, fine. And then they said, what about physical activity? So Maui took a lot of the money and we drove it into gardens because we could do physical activity and grow things, at least to get the idea of better eating. There were a couple projects that didn't tie the two together. One was this, just plain physical activity because it was fun. The other, we have a North Shore project just for physical activity without gardening along it. So it was a very competitive grant. I myself am not competitive by nature, but you have to be very competitive to cut out little niches so that we can be non-competitive. We won the grant because the idea was to build larger canoes so that people who are a little larger could go out with their family or go out and kind of get back in the swing of things. I was shocked when I asked the builders, well, how many of these do we have? We had one in the history that he could remember. We only had one. What happened to it? We don't know. So now we have 3. I myself, I really do not like competitive sports. I love sports. I do not like to compete. If I won, I wouldn't know what to say to the loser. If I lost, I wouldn't know what to say to the winner. You see me doing this all the time. I think I threw up my shoulder as a young kid because I threw the football with my father so many days. I never played in a damn game. I never tried out for the team. We just throw the football. My brother, he was a state wrestling champion. My older brother, I'm the second. So my mother said, well, we got one state wrestling champion. Let Lorrin just wander. And so I wandered and I meandered with seemingly no purpose. I wandered the streams miles up and miles down. I wandered the beaches with no purpose. And when I got near college age, people said, oh, you're wandering here with no purpose. I don't think that gets you into college. I made it this far. And I haven't forgotten the beauty of wandering. What does that have to do with the canoes? These canoes ostensibly are for kind of like larger people. To me, these are non-competitive canoes. They cannot be raced in, because if you don't do well, you can always blame the canoe. The thing was so wide we couldn't go. Fine. If you're out there, when I first came to Maui, just bear with me. My wife joined the canoe club. What was my job? I didn't want to compete. I didn't want to race. I didn't know what to tell the winner. I didn't know what to tell the loser. I just kind of stayed back. My job was to walk along shore and video the paddlers. And I said, why am I doing that? So they can check the film to see how to move to go faster together. Wasn't there anybody who just wanted to say, stop the canoe, look at that in the ocean? They said, yeah, but that's not the purpose. So I was actually flabbergasted when they found Rafi's club here. You kind of wandering around, you're not racing, you're just kind of out there having a good time. I don't care if you even take the canoe out. Come and look at it, touch it, polish it. That's fine with me. But in this day and age, I have nothing against organized sports, but you're preaching to the choir, and if that brings along the rest of us, fine. If it doesn't, like it's not, then we will just have special cutouts of society where we are free to just kind of wander around, meander, take our time, and enjoy things. Thank you.
Very well put. And it's most of you know by now, we are the only non-competitive club in Maui. It's not the state. So yes, we admire other people who compete, and we do compete in some events, especially charitable events, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Pink Ladies, who have their own canoe right here on the club, do a wonderful job in raising awareness for breast cancer, research, prevention, and treatment. So let's give them a hand because they really do a great job. And along the same line, I see nothing wrong if we become the club that champions social entrepreneurship, since that's what I do at the college. I'm in the entrepreneurship and IT program. And I'd like us to continue in this mission. And we welcome all of you who come today. And now the pleasure I take in introducing you to the members of the Board of Directors of the Canoe Club. And I'll let them carry on from here. So our President, Dave Williams, is here. Where's Dave? Dave, okay. Mike Elam, Vice President. And I really have to admit I don't remember all the other titles that the board has. But please, who's going to be speaking for the club? So Mike Elam, past president and current vice president.
Thank you, Rafi. Aloha and good morning, everybody. Good morning. I want to send a special aloha out to the members and guests that showed up this morning. Also the dignitaries, Dr. John McKee from University, Honorable Mayor and his wife, Mayor Arakawa and his wife, Deidre Teagarden from the Governor's Office, Dr. Lorrin Pang, thank you very much for coming, from the Board of Regents. Thank you all very, very much for coming. I'd also like to recognize Mayor Arakawa in a very special way. In 2006, it was Mayor Arakawa and his then executive assistant, Don Couch, who were instrumental in getting Maui Canoe Club our first beach home in Kihei when it was desperately needed. And thank you again for that, Mr. Mayor. And Don Couch, please take a bow. Don Couch, are you here somewhere? Back there. There he is, back there. Don Couch, as you all know, is now the Maui Council representative for South Maui, and he's also a member of Maui Canoe Club and a past board member, so thank you very much for that. As the stewards of beautiful Kalaia Beach, generously donated by Alexander and Baldwin, we're committed to creating inspiring Hawaiian outrigger canoe paddling experiences for our members and guests. A year ago, many of you were here to help us celebrate our grand opening of this new facility, after we spent hundreds of man-hours to turn what was a derelict piece of beachfront property into this beautiful and inviting canoe park for all of Maui to enjoy. Maui Canoe Club has been a different kind of canoe club ever since our inception as a recreational paddling club 6 years ago this month. And since that time, we've greatly expanded our vision of what we believe a recreational canoe club can be. In addition to our normal daily paddling activities, we offer specialties such as sailing canoes and a surfing canoe, and we conduct a variety of special paddling events, but the most meaningful element of our club's vision involves the variety of significant ways that we give back to the Maui community. We conduct food drives where we freely offer our canoes and members' time to anyone who brings food items to be donated to Maui Food Bank. Any Mana'olana pink paddlers here? Yay! The Mana'olana Pink Paddlers program initially reached out to women breast cancer survivors in a gesture of support and recognition. And since that time, it's expanded to support all cancer survivors and their supporters, regardless of age and gender. And their goal is to prove by example that exercise can make a difference and to demonstrate that persons living with this disease can lead full and active lives. And today, Maui Canoe Club begins a new venture that our entire club is very excited about and proud to be associated with, and that, of course, is the Live Life Aloha program. And the Maui Canoe Club Board of Directors, speaking on behalf of all the Board of Directors and behalf of the entire Maui Canoe Club, we believe our club is the ideal setting for the delivery of the outrigger canoe paddling aspects of the Live Life Aloha program. We're especially excited about the idea of participating in a paddling program for individuals that would otherwise have never enjoyed the ocean from a seat of a Hawaiian outrigger canoe. And we welcome the opportunity